Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to be playing with a fun palette. Well, I think it's kind of fun. We're going to create this look here. It's a kind of a regular look for me, to be honest with you. I love pinks and I love purples, so really, I could play that anytime, you know what I mean? Um, but the palette itself is very jewel toned. It's very colorful. So some of the colors suit me, some don't. Some I'm not a fan of just because they don't suit me. But like looking at the palette, it's breathtaking. It's so pretty, and I like it because you have you could do just a regular neutral everyday look if you wanted to. Well, every day that ever that kind of look, or you can go colorful. But you can also do color in a very subtle way using this particular palette. So this palette is 30 shades. Okay, so this palette's 30 shades. That's a lot. I didn't realize that. I feel like that's bigger than most of their... No. Yeah. So that's your first clue. It's a 30 shade palette. The packaging is usual for this particular brand. The first shade we're going to go into is like a peachy color, I guess. I'll show you the shades as we use them. That way it gives you a little bit of a hint there too. But yeah, I kind of filmed this look. Well, I didn't really film it. I was going to film this look yesterday, but it was a little bit different yesterday, which I kind of think it turned out better yesterday, to be honest with you. I don't really know. I mean, I think it turned out better yesterday personally, but to each their own, I suppose. Because I've been having troubles trying to do this eye, and I was going to switch them and film this eye instead of this eye because I don't know what's going on with this eye. Like, and it's completely not the makeup's fault, right? Because if this eye does okay, then this eye should do okay, right? But for some reason, like this eye, the makeup does not want to stay, and I don't understand. And my eyes not dried out or flaky or anything like that. I'm priming the same. I mean, everything's the same. Other than the makeup just doesn't want to sit right, I guess, maybe. It's hard for me to describe it. I don't know if you all ever have that problem. And it's just been of like the last couple of days, it's been doing this for some reason. And I don't know why it's doing it. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing differently or anything, but it's definitely causing me problems. Because I just don't know what to do with it, to be honest. But it could be my fault. I mean, most likely it is my fault because if one eye's fine, then the other eye would have to be fine, but it could. I mean, my skincare is kind of the same too. I don't know, you all. Okay, so this next shade we're going to is like a magenta pinky color. Look at that color. Oh, it's so pretty. pretty. It's almost like, well, no, my dress is definitely more pink. But yeah, I don't quite know what's going on with makeup wise, but I've been noticing like it's wore differently too, which I find odd. The makeup has wore differently on this side of my face. Actually, the whole side, yeah, the whole side of my face. It's odd. And I can't figure it out because, like, my skincare's the same. And even if it wasn't, like, this side of my face would be affected too. I'm not just applying skincare to one side. Although that would be interesting. Could you imagine applying, like, anti-aging stuff or whatever to one side of your face and not the other to see the results? And, like, this side over here looks, like, flawless while this side here is, like, aging. I think that'd be crazy. I mean, that would be one heck of a proof. But it would be crazy at the same time. I'm still trying the Natasha Denona concealer out too. Because I just can't put my finger on that. I like it. And I really like the corrector. I do like the corrector a lot. I have no problems with it. It works pretty darn good, to be honest with you. So that's out. Like, I love that. So that's good. You know, I already know how I feel about that. That's good. But I'm having for the concealer part of it, I like it, but I can't figure out if I love it. Because I've been, you know, I love my Dior. Well, the old formula of it. I haven't tried the new formula yet, but old. And I really like, well, I love the, this one here, the Prisme Libre Skin Caring. That one may take the place of my Dior, to be honest. I really, really like that one. A lot. And I'm like, do I like the Natasha Denona, but in a different way maybe? Or is it because I like that one so much, I just, like, this just isn't it type of thing. But I think it's because I like this one in a different way. Because they are a little bit different. This one is nice. It wears well. It applies easily. But I don't know. Something about it. Or I just need to get used to it because it is different. That could very well be it too, you know, with me. Alright, this next shade we're going to go into is a purple. And we're going to darken up the outer corner with it. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about this eye that's not working right with me anymore. I don't like it. And I wanted to go back to doing what it was doing. Because like with my other eye, everything just applies so much easier. And I don't understand because same stuff, you know? But for whatever the reason, it is what it is, I guess. But you see how these colors just blend so pretty into each other? They really do. But then you see what I mean? Like, something is not right with this eye. I could not figure this out for anything. And I need to. I think what it is I gotta do, since this is, it's so funny because this used to be my problem eye, or my easy eye, and the other one was my problem eye. Now it's like this one's become my problem eye, and the other one is my easy eye. And it makes no sense to me at all. And of course, this is messy, but it doesn't really matter. Most of it's going to be covered up with shimmer and metallics, so not a big deal. We're going to go back into that second color, that magenta color. Like, I can't figure out what's going on with them. Hmm. I don't know. We're just going with it though. Blend, blend. Because I can't figure that one out yet. And I've tried. I have tried and tried and tried. Something's just not right with this eye here. I can't figure it out yet, so. And it's not that I've given up, because I haven't. It's just I can't figure out what is different about this eye than the other one, to be honest with you. Unless it's that I'm coming over. I don't know. I feel like I might be coming over a little bit too much on this side, and this side's like, because of the way they are, because of like the hoodedness maybe. I don't know. I really can't figure it out. And I've tried. Anyway, back to this. Now we're going to go into this shade right here, this purple metallic shade. Right there. It's so pretty. This whole palette's, it really is pretty. And there's so many different things you can do with it that it's really endless in your possibilities. It's just whatever you want. Whatever look you're going for. The second clue, I kind of already gave it. We got the 30 pans, it's going to be, you're going to get a dual tone look out of this palette for sure. The next shade we're going to go into is this pinky gold shade, pinky champagne maybe. Can you see it really? There we go. And then we'll put that on the inner part of my lid. And I'm not spraying these colors or anything like that. And they like blend really nicely together, really. And they complement each other very well. In this palette, you could work row by row. Or, I mean, well, you kind of could do row, maybe. But column by column. Or you can mix it up. Yesterday I kind of mixed it up because the look was more like a peacock look, really, to be honest. Alrighty. Then I'm going to take the shade right here. This is my favorite shade out of this whole palette, you all. I'm going to put it up here. Look at that shade. It just looks like pure wet. And look at the light bounce. Oh, it's gorgeous. Favorite shade in the whole palette, seriously. We're just going to put that right on the inner corner here. Nowhere else. Just going to barely touch it on. Kind of be careful a little bit because it is a little bit I don't know, what did you say? You'll get fallout from it if you don't be careful because it's kind of flaky, but it is the most beautiful shade in the entire palette, I think, personally, because I think it just makes it look wet. But you could definitely use it for inner quarter. You could definitely use it on the lid. You could pop it in the middle of your eye even. Like, you could do a lot of things with it. It's so pretty, I think. I am determined to figure this out though with this lid. I think I figured it. I think it is that I'm just going over too far. But I don't know, so we'll have to see. We'll have to keep playing. Alright, so now we're going to go back into this shade right here, this darker shade. And I'm going to line my bottom lash line, top lash line. And we will be done. But you definitely have options here. Because what, I use 6 shades maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 shades. So, out of 30. So you definitely have options. But no matter what, you're going to get a kind of a jewel tone look. Unless you just go natural, or like neutral look, a neutral look. Lord have mercy, I can't talk today. We are almost done with my son's house. So close. I mean, he's basically moving in. The dishwasher we got needed a part. So we have that ordered. It should be in a day or two. And then that could be put into the kitchen. And then one of the bathrooms need a little bit of work. And we're done. Honestly, I was just glad to be able to help somewhat. Well, I really didn't do that much, to be honest. My fiance did, because that's his job. but, you know, still. And then for the waterline, I'm going to use a ColourPop liner, of course. I really do like ColourPop liners. I like their eyeliners and their lip liners, to be honest. And I mean, I like expensive things, don't get me wrong, but to me, those feel and work just like a high-end liner most of the time. I mean, they're all different, and that's true, but for the most part, you won't get a bad one. Pick a color and go for it. I've not yet had a bad one. I've heard people say they haven't liked certain ones, but for the most part, I have liked them. So we're going to put this purpley color on the waterline. I think this one is part of the Hocus Pocus show. This one is called Trick or Treat. And for a purple, like a darker purple, that is my favorite. Alright. So that's it for that. So now for mascara. Whoops. Let's pop this Lash Class YSL on the top. And let's see. The final clue for this palette would be it's an affordable brand. So I hope that helps figure out what palette it is, and if you guess it, leave it down in the comments, and the first person to get it, I will send you a free eyeshadow palette. Or if you just want to play, you can put your answer and just put, you know, you don't want to win or something. Or you don't want it. Maybe you just want to play the game. I just want to play the game because I want to see what people... Really, I didn't want to give clues, but at the same time, I did want people to guess so I can get rid of palettes. But, like, because it could be anything. This color story could be created out of any number of palettes that I have. A, because it's a color story I like, or an eye color, you know, that I've selected that I like, so I know I have it in several different palettes. And it's just crazy to think that for myself, how many palettes I have that are the same, pretty much, as far as color story. That, why do I have them? I couldn't possibly use them. So you would assume, or think possibly even, that, well then, which one is your favorite? Keep it and let the rest go, right? Because you're right, you would never go through them, and you know, if you have your favorite, then there you go. But the thing is, you can't do that, because I do have favorites, but at the same time, I still like the other palettes too, for different reasons. And that's why I won't let them go. Even though I most certainly should. But it goes to show that you don't need everything. And I'm really to the point where, like, I think I have found, and here's the thing though, things get discontinued a lot too. That irritates me. Because I will find my perfect, like, foundation or concealer or mascara. And then it'll be discontinued, and it's like, great, that's great, you know? Because it's like, well, now what? If it's been discontinued, now what? And that's kind of where I'm at with it, because I thought that I almost got eyeshadow not paying attention. Okay. Because it just, then you got to look all over again, you know? So I'm kind of trying to figure out, this is the color story I used for my eyes today. This is the final look. But I'm trying to figure out, like, my top three favorite formulas for foundation, concealer, and everything else, blush, all that sort of stuff, bronzer, highlighter, and then just stick with it, to be honest with you. That's my ideal thing. And then that's what I'm going to kind of put, like, in my, what would you call this? A desk. It's not a desk. A vanity. In my vanity, right? Because that's my personal choosing. And then the rest just have as, like, comparison or backups or something. And then go from there. That's what my, I'd like to do. But I found that every day I don't want the same thing. I want to mix it up. Like, I want to have a mix of high-end or drugstore, or I want just all high-end, or I want just all drugstore or affordable products. And then, like, usually I wear a color like this for lips, but sometimes I want to go really nude, or sometimes I want to go red. No, I don't. No, I don't ever want to go red. But you get my point. And it's like, but not all the time. So I can't get rid of it. But then I need to. I'm so confused. And part of me is like, I really wish I didn't start doing this. But the other part of me is like, it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of money, but it is a lot of fun. And I really do enjoy the different formulas that brands or other people create, and the thought processes behind it. Like, why do they think that's the best? Because obviously if you're putting it out, you think it's the best for whatever the reason, for the price point or for the material or for whatever, you know what I mean? And it's fascinating to me. But anyway, I will let you go. I've rambled long enough. Again, this is the final look. If you can guess the palette, leave it down in the comments. I will let you know, if you win. You don't have to send me anything. I just need an address to send it to you. I will never ask for money or anything. I'm not responsible, though, if it gets broke or something like that. Like, if I can get tracking numbers, I'll give it to you. That was the other thing I'd do. But anyway, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload every day but Sunday. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Stay safe. Bye.